Okay, so hello everybody and welcome to Gamezo. I am Jacob, joined today by Astralis AD carry Jeskla. Jeskla, thank you so much for joining me today. You're here on the back of an incredible win over Misfits. So congratulations for that. It was such a back and
Thank
forth
you.
game, and it really did feel like both teams could have won at any point. But you got some really good team fights. You yourself played very well, and then the back door obviously from Magic Felix. How did today's game feel for you?
Uh, it felt like we did obviously a lot of mistakes, but I think in general, like the atmosphere, communication was good, and we never really gave up. We've always tried different things, right, to come back into the game. But it feels really good for me to play on stage. Felt really good yesterday too. I feel like I play even better, I think, on stage. Feel more comfortable actually. So I'm just happy like we actually managed to win the game because I got really stressed this last fight. I fucked up um, and I just died instantly. So I actually thought the game was lost. So I got kind of sad in that moment. But then like somehow Felix actually could end versus two people. So we were just really lucky today.
Yeah, it was definitely we were all on the edge of our seats, especially at the end there. So you guys are currently 5-6. You're like joint sixth now with Vitality, and like looking to
Yeah.
contest the top six. So, looking for the next couple of weeks, how are you guys feeling? Do you think you can, contest for this top six and for the playoffs?
Yeah, for sure, right? I think this win was really important because it's one of the tougher opponents, and they haven't won. This is the first game we actually won versus tougher opponents this split and last split. So it's like a really huge win for us to actually be able to make playoffs. So I think we're in a good run right now.
Good. I'm glad you're feeling confident. I think a lot of people have said about Astralis that your early game can be a little bit weaker, and you tend to get really good team fights. And I've heard specifically on Euphoria, Drake also said you're one of the best team fighting teams in the league. So is that the playstyle that you're playing around, looking for the late game and for the scaling, or is it just something that's kind of happened naturally?
For sure, it wasn't really our. We actually practiced a lot of early game, especially before the split, and I guess a bit less during the split. So for sure, it wasn't really something we planned on or practiced on. We actually want to be a strong early game team, but just our early games on stage hasn't been the best, and then naturally we just became like decent at team fighting, I would say. Well,
Yeah, no, I think a lot of that is to do with obviously White Knight's been very good on the Lee Sin, the split, so I think that's
yeah.
helped a lot. Looking forward to next week. You guys have quite a tough schedule. You're going to be facing off against Fnatic and Rogue. So as a team, how are you feeling about next weekend?
For sure, we just have our heads high and just look to play our game, and then like obviously it's two very tough opponents. So like getting a win next week, like it would be really good for us to actually be able to make playoffs. So I think we just have to play our game, and obviously it's just really tough week, but we just have to do our best for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And a final question, more specifically for you now next week. You're against what is arguably two of the best AD carries in the league right now in Hans Sama and Upset. Both bot lanes especially are very strong. So how are you preparing personally? What do you think is going to take to beat both of those, like in the lane and also as the game progresses?
They're obviously two really good players, but for me personally, I just focus on myself. I'm not really scared of anyone or think anyone is like. I think Hassan is really good. I think he stands out. But I think the rest of actually the carries doesn't really stand out, and I just focus on myself and do whatever I can do right. Uh, and then obviously there's some strong champions they both have. So I guess we just have to see.
Okay, wonderful. Well, best of luck next week. Again,
Thank you.
congratulations on the really
Thank
good
you so
game
much.
today. That has been Gamezo here with Jeskla. Thank you very much.
Thank you.